Life in the city is fast-paced and exciting. We often depend on its systems for our daily needs. But what happens when a storm, blackout, or other event disrupts these systems? Urban prepping is about being prepared for these unexpected disruptions. It's about having a plan and the resources to take care of yourself and your loved ones when the unexpected happens. Think of it like an insurance policy for your well-being. You hope you never have to use it, but you're grateful to have it when you need it. Urban prepping isn't about living in fear. It's about taking responsibility for your safety and peace of mind. Whether you're new to the idea of preparedness or looking to enhance your existing plans, this guide will provide practical strategies and tips for urban dwellers. We'll cover everything from assessing risks to building a survival kit tailored to apartment living. Remember, a little preparation can go a long way in ensuring your safety and well-being in the face of uncertainty. Let's get started on the path to urban preparedness. Living in a city comes with its own set of unique risks. Understanding these risks is the first step in preparing for them. While natural disasters like hurricanes or earthquakes affect everyone, their impact on cities can be magnified due to population density and reliance on infrastructure. Power outages are a common occurrence in urban areas. Storms, grid overloads, or accidents can plunge entire neighborhoods into darkness. This can disrupt transportation, communication, and even access to water if you rely on electric pumps. Man-made hazards are also a concern. Industrial accidents, civil unrest, or even terrorist attacks can create chaotic situations. Crime rates, while often exaggerated, can also increase during emergencies as people become desperate. By understanding these potential risks, you can start to develop a plan to mitigate their impact on your life. This includes having backup plans for essential services, knowing evacuation routes, and having a plan to communicate with loved ones during emergencies. Urban preppers often struggle with storage space. Apartments are naturally short on storage, but there are efficient ways to store food and water. Focus on shelf-stable foods like canned goods, dried fruits, nuts, and protein bars. Peanut butter is also a great option. Rotate your stock regularly. Water is crucial. Store at least 1 gallon per person per day. Use bottled water or reusable containers. Invest in a water filter for additional sources. Every bit counts. Start small and build up over time. An urban survival kit, or go bag, is a collection of essential items you can grab quickly in case you need to evacuate your apartment. Or if you're stuck at home without power or running water, store it in an accessible location. Essential items include water, non-perishable food, and a first aid kit. Food, energy bars, trail mix, and canned goods. Light, a flashlight or headlamp with extra batteries. Multi-tool, a versatile tool with a knife, pliers, and screwdriver. Cash, small denominations are best. Copies of important documents in a waterproof bag. Apartment security, making your home a safe haven. In an urban environment, your apartment should be your safe haven. Taking steps to secure your living space can deter crime and provide peace of mind during uncertain times. Start with the basics. Ensure all doors and windows have sturdy locks. Consider reinforcing sliding doors and windows with additional security measures. Install a peephole in your front door so you can see who's outside without opening it. Fire safety is also crucial. Make sure you have working smoke detectors on every level of your apartment and test them regularly. Have a fire extinguisher readily available and know how to use it. Develop an emergency plan with your family or roommates. Identify escape routes from your apartment and designate a meeting point outside in case of fire or evacuation. Knowing what to do in an emergency can save precious time and potentially lives. Neighbors helping neighbors. Building a preparedness community. In an urban setting, your neighbors are your greatest asset during an emergency. Building strong relationships with your neighbors can create a support network that enhances everyone's safety and resilience. Get to know your neighbors and exchange contact information. Organize a building or block meeting to discuss emergency preparedness. Share information about potential risks, evacuation plans, and resources available in your community. Consider forming a neighborhood watch program to deter crime and report suspicious activity. During an emergency, neighbors can assist each other with tasks like checking on vulnerable residents, sharing supplies, and providing support. Remember, a strong community is a resilient community. By working together, you can create a safer and more prepared environment for everyone. Stay or go, making tough choices in emergencies. One of the most critical decisions you'll face during an urban emergency is whether to evacuate or shelter in place. The best course of action depends on the specific situation, the instructions from authorities, and your personal circumstances. If an evacuation order is issued, it's crucial to follow it promptly. Authorities may have information about imminent threats that necessitate leaving the area. Have a plan for where you will go and how you will get there. Keep your gas tank full and have a map of evacuation routes readily available. If sheltering in place is the safer option, ensure your apartment is secure and well stocked with supplies. Stay informed about the situation through reliable news sources and follow the guidance of emergency officials. Having a plan for both scenarios, evacuation and sheltering in place, can help you make a clear-headed decision in the heat of the moment. Practice your plan with your family or roommates so everyone knows what to do. Mental preparedness, staying calm when disaster strikes. While having tangible supplies and a solid plan is essential, mental and emotional preparedness is equally important. Disasters can be stressful and traumatic, and maintaining your composure during a crisis can be the difference between making rational decisions and succumbing to panic. Before disaster strikes, take steps to manage stress and build resilience. Engage in activities that promote relaxation and well-being, such as exercise, meditation, or spending time in nature. Talk to friends, family, or a therapist about your concerns and develop healthy coping mechanisms. During an emergency, it's normal to feel anxious or overwhelmed. Recognize these feelings and practice self-care. Take deep breaths, stay hydrated, and get enough rest. Limit your exposure to distressing news and focus on what you can control. Remember, you are not alone. Reach out to your support network for emotional support and assistance. By cultivating mental and emotional resilience, you'll be better equipped to navigate the challenges of an urban emergency. Staying informed and connected. Communication in crises. Communication is crucial during emergencies. Staying informed about the situation and being able to connect with loved ones can provide a sense of security and help you make informed decisions. Identify reliable sources of information for your area. This might include local news stations, emergency alert systems, or official government websites. Have a battery-powered or hand-crank weather radio on hand in case of power outages. Develop a communication plan with family and friends. Choose an out-of-town contact who can relay messages if local communication networks are down. Consider using text messages or social media platforms, as these may be more reliable than phone calls during emergencies. Keep your phone charged and have a backup power source, such as a portable charger or solar charger. Remember, communication is a two-way street. Let your loved ones know you're safe and check in on them regularly. Skills for the city, practical knowledge for urban survival. While we often rely on technology and modern conveniences, having a basic understanding of practical skills can be invaluable during an urban emergency. Learning these skills can empower you to be more self-sufficient and resourceful when faced with unexpected challenges. Consider learning basic first aid and CPR. Knowing how to treat minor injuries or perform life-saving techniques can make a critical difference in an emergency situation. Many organizations offer affordable or even free training courses. Familiarize yourself with your building's systems, such as the location of water shutoff valves, gas lines, and electrical panels. Knowing how to turn off these utilities in an emergency can prevent further damage or hazards. Learn basic home maintenance skills, such as how to fix a leaky faucet, unclog a drain, or reset a circuit breaker. These skills can help you address minor issues and maintain a safe and functional living environment. Preparedness is a journey. Start small and stay adaptable. Urban prepping is not about achieving overnight perfection. It's an ongoing process of assessing risks, gathering knowledge, and acquiring skills and supplies over time. Start small, focus on one step at a time, and gradually build upon your preparedness efforts. Begin by identifying the most likely risks in your area and prioritize your preparations accordingly. If you live in an earthquake-prone region, for example, focus on securing heavy objects and having a plan for structural damage. Remember that preparedness is not a one-size-fits-all endeavor. Adapt your plans and supplies to your individual needs, living situation, and the specific challenges of your urban environment. Stay informed, be resourceful, and most importantly, don't be afraid to ask for help. By embracing preparedness as a journey, you can face the uncertainties of urban life with confidence and resilience.